Today on my channel planner friends, we're diving into two of these planners that I have, the Classic Happy Planner and the Filofax Pocket. I have been showing a lot of videos with this lately. In part, I usually plan in the moment, but now I'm going to get ahead. Ooh, what a concept, right? And I want to dive in here today and not only get November started, but I want to set up a separate section and actually start prepping for the holidays sooner rather than later. Yes, imagine that concept. I am going to be ahead. So pull up a cuppa and join me, friends. Please stay tuned. Hello planner friends and welcome to my channel. I'm One Crafty Dolo. I'm so glad you're here with me today. Thank you for the gift of your presence and your time. And yeah, I know, as I said, I've been showing this a lot. I actually want to get ahead and then I need to do some work in here. So I'm filming this ahead of time. And I want to get this up and so forth and get it ready for you. I didn't plan on doing it this way, but here we are. I changed my mind. I originally was going to work on my junk journal today. This is my junk journal. To be honest with you, I'm being selfish if you want the truth. I need to get in here. It's been a hot minute since we've been in here, but I thought that this would be great for when I come back. So yeah, I'm going away for the week and I just thought that this would be fun. I need something creative when I come back and this is definitely on the docket. So I'm probably going to change things up a little bit. I know I originally did a video and I thought it would air the day I was coming back, but I'll push it up to Friday and then we'll do this for the next week. Believe me, that makes sense to me. So I want to get in here and finish setting up. As you can see, I've got notes for myself for November that I am not going to ignore and that I am going to use. So I want to come in here. I probably will do this at the last, but I want to set these up because when I come back, I want to hit the ground running, if you will. And I have a lot to do in November, including I want to start setting up some of my planners. Believe it or not, I want to get a jump and I want to set up some planners for the new year, or at least go through what I'm probably using, etc. So this will be for my pocket planner. In here, what I thought we could do today is use this Mystic Blooms. I have some washi sitting over here. But I really want to do something lots of color today, lots of planning, lots of doing. So if you're new, join my growing community. We have a lovely, lovely group here. And if you are part of my lovely group and you like and you comment especially, I can't thank you enough. You really help me more than you might imagine. So I pulled out a bunch. Let's go through the washi I pulled out. These, we're going to go with like orangey. I've been using this washi a bit lately. Here's some, these, I think they're all Simply Gilded, I think. So I want to look at the stickers and kind of see. I know some are rose gold and some are gold. Generally speaking, I don't get too racked out about that part of it. I thought this week we could go with some bright orangey. I thought that would look really kind of cool, actually. Yeah, some of these. In here, I believe there's also some orange butterflies somewhere. There's also washi strips I can use, so that is one thing we can add in. Here we go. This is what I was, whoops. Sorry about that, friends. Goodness me. Okay, here's what I'm looking at in terms of washi, what I've got here. And to be honest with you, what pops out is this one and this one. These two really do pop. The rest of it, they're nice, but I don't know. I mean, I could use this, but I don't know that. Maybe. I tell you what, we'll do a maybe on that. Oh, sorry, friends. You can see I'm a little discombobulated. Doing these early is good, but I'm used to coming to you in the moment. So anyway. Okay. So what I want to do is make this spread a little little bit different. I want to use the washi. I'm not sure about it. Then again, that would look cute too, wouldn't it? But the green in this one, I don't know. I know it's not exactly a November spread, but I want to go big this month and kind of bold, if you will. So to start with, I want to do this. Yep, we're going to do a whole page washi and then layer stuff on top. I think that's going to work. I just want to, I don't know, I think I'm filming this beforehand, but I think that because what I'm going back for is my mom's memorial, and I'm feeling very obviously sad and all of that, but I'm also feeling like my mom would say, you know, A, don't be sad, B, live boldly. And the word bold is coming up in so many places for me at the moment. And I thought, well, gee, I think there's a point to this that is being made for me to see, and I need to see it. I'm not always good at seeing signs of things. I tend to ostrich myself a bit and miss the obvious sometimes. In this case, I'm trying not to do that. So yeah, I'm feeling like I'm being led to think boldly, do boldly, go boldly, if you will. We'll repair that. Unfortunately, sometimes it doesn't usually happen, but sometimes you just grab it the wrong way, and there you go. Okay, so I think we can do it like this. Yes, good. Alrighty. So anyway, I don't know if you're thinking about 2026 yet. I am a bit. I wasn't, and then all of a sudden, I just was like, I think I am thinking of it in that what will next year bring? What will, you know, what are our plans for the next year? And you know what? I can tell you this much. Our plans for the next year are basically, we're going to keep it simple. That's something we were just talking about. We're both thinking about next year, ironically. And the idea is to keep things, to simplify, I guess is the word. Okay? I feel like we both are such planners. We do this, we do that. But we both need to think a little more simply maybe. And that's not a bad thing. I just pulled this up and redid it because the birds were facing the wrong way. Talk about perfectionism, right? I do need to work on that. But when it comes to the creative stuff, I don't know. The birds were facing, it is what it is. Okay, I show you the good, the bad, the ugly. Anyway, one of our biggest goals for next year is to simplify. And so, because I said to my husband, like, what are we going to do in terms of vacations or anything? And then we started to talk and we both agreed just some small trips. That's it. You know, we're going to keep it super duper simple. And I'm all about that for next year. I think, you know, the bird song, there's a season. Well, our season is simplifying. And we did a big move this past year. We went across the country to a state we'd previously lived in, and we decided to move back. And that's been really good. Okay, it's been really good. And I have a story about that in a few minutes. But yeah, I feel like this is something we needed to do. And because it was such an arduous move, I just want us to kind of hunker down. We're pretty close to a lot of national parks, so we will do some national park stuff. But for the most part, I think anything we do in terms of going away is all going to be short trips. And I think that's, yeah, smart for us anyway. I just think it's smart to keep it low key. Because sometimes, as you know, life is lifing, and I'm going to lay this down over here. Okay, had to do it. Looks good, doesn't it? It's pretty boom, right? I wanted boom, I got boom. Anyway, so we're just going to do a few days here, a few days there, and just continue to settle in where in our place. And I love that. I love that for him. I love that for me. I love that for us. I feel like that's just exactly what we need to be doing at the moment, and I'm good with it. So all the more reason to focus on goals next year, to do some exciting things next year. I really, really feel, yeah, I feel good. I feel good. I mean, I'm sad, but my mom lived a good life, and she would not want me to sit here and wallow. I know that. She'd be like, probably whack me, like, knock it off, you know, kind of like Sharon Moonstruck, snap out of it. That's my mom, okay, in a nutshell. Okay, I'm going to add just random butterflies in, and then we will figure out the practical aspects of this layout. Deal? I just want to have fun today and to play, and as I said, to really just get ahead here. Woo! Bring out the butterflies. Man, this is all butterfly. I love it. Just love it. Let's put it like, there you go. There you go. 2 down. How many more to go, right? Okay. I do like these little gold stars here, and I think the stars will pick up the gold in the washi. Is that a Lexi hair? Ugh, that kitty. She's always on my desk, you know. Sometimes Zoe is, but mostly Lex. Lex is tiny. She's, oh, I'm having a tough time with these. Let's try it this way with my fingers. She's only 8 pounds, but she's 8 pounds of imp. And so she's, you know, we hear her at night hopping on this and hopping up on that. She's so little and tiny. She just flies around, if you will. It's kind of funny. Anyway. Oh, okay. So I wanted to share this story with you, and woof, yeah, you just, and I you know, I was talking to someone, and they were going to move like we did, and at the last minute they changed their minds, and lo and behold, they no sooner backed out of it, and then like taxes and everything went way up where they were going to move. It just came through. They didn't know about it. And so, you know, they were saying how they dodged a bullet and this and that. Now, I know there's all kinds of politicized things about taxes and this and that. Obviously, we pay taxes, and, you know, I don't have a problem doing that. But the way she was saying it to me was that they would have really struggled with this, with that. And so it really came to mind how thankful and I am, I forgot to put stars here, how thankful I am for where we are, and that we did live in the state before, decided to come back. I do think that for us, it was a good move. My son is flourishing, which I'm very, very grateful for. He actually is going back to school, and he's enjoying it. It's a tougher major. He's majoring in agriculture, which, if you knew my son, that's been his life, and he probably should have done it the first time, but be that as it may, he's thrilled, and it's nice to see that, and so I'm thrilled for him. So that's worked out. Steve with work has worked out. My job is portable, so I'm freelancing and doing things like that as a historian. That's worked out. So I feel like, I don't know, I think when you hear people telling you about how tough things have been for them, and they don't want to stay where they are, and I understand that, but they don't know where to go next. And so it's tough. That is a tough place to be in, having been through our own, I don't know what you would say, our own kind of experiences like that, where we've had tougher times and tougher places. Oof, I wish them well in their quest, you know. And it's interesting to me how post-COVID, people have moved around a lot. And demographics have really changed, and I'm just curious how will that continue, you know? I don't know, just thinking about things out loud, I guess. But yeah, you know, tough stuff. Tough stuff. We're just going and having fun, and I hope you are having fun. And okay, so I have these flowers here. I really can't put, well, I can put a few little flowers, can't I? It doesn't have to be matchy-matchy, but I do tend to like balance in my spreads. I really do. Oof. Either my fingers are butterfingers, or I'm just got too much going on here. And all right, there's more than one way to wrestle with something. Now, I want to think about a little bit of these boxes in the middle here. And what I was looking at are smaller boxes that I have here, right? They're cute. I can use them. Why not? Here's some too. Yep. And I should use some of these. I never use enough of those. Do you, in your planning, use those as well as you could or should? I don't know that I do, being honest. Let's see here. Those are pretty. These are pretty. I do like these longer horizontal ones as well. And I feel like, okay, so this one I think needs a place somewhere. I'm not sure where yet, but that's okay. I don't know if I want to put it down here or even, actually I want to put it over here. Believe it or not. Yep, we're going to put it down here. So it's a little bit, yeah, a little bit lower than the line. That's okay. It's a little, move my T. Yeah, that's good there. And I may put some smaller ones in the middle, up here, wherever. I think it's pretty. Just playing with some ideas here as I'm looking at these. There's these darker boxes in the back. I don't really think, oh, these would work. Oh, these are pretty. Okay, we could do something with these, certainly. Okay, let's play with these. So we have this one here. And I almost want to put one here. Yep, that works. And I'd like to put, let me see here. I think this green one can definitely go over here. Okay, now we're getting there. This is good. Whoops. No, you know what? Let me think a minute. I want to put this one up here maybe. Yeah, let's put this one up here. And it's okay that it overlaps on some of the washi. I'm fine with that. These are actually really pretty, I have to say. No complaints here. Put an orange over here. I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but I'm doing it. So I guess that's good. So that kind of overlaps those two. And I want to put one over here. And I think I'm going to use this big orange one. Since I have the larger lip, if you will, there. I'm going to put this one down here. Kind of funky, I know. We're just kind of making it funky, if you will. I don't know if I like that there, but I'm going to leave it for now. I wouldn't mind putting something else up here. The question, of course, is what? Goodness. Stay on there. Let's see here. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I have a second one of these because I purchased them. There's a seller on Mercari who sells these often in sets, and they're really reasonable. We're going to do the same thing. I know it's redundant. I don't care. We're going to put it up here because I think I may have to tack that down a little. I like this, and I think it's good. Yeah, let's put it up here. Okay, and if it crosses over, that's fine. We're going to add in more deco in a little bit. You know what I need? When in doubt, grab your adhesive and just, you know, get it on there. Sometimes it happens. Not a big deal. You just fix her up, and I may have to do it over here too. So far, so good. Not quite what I envisioned, but that's okay. Let's put the extra away. Just threw it on the floor for now. I've got a lot of stuff on here. Here we go. Wanted to look at some of these, and I think we can put one of these up here, part of this. Yep, there we go. And do we want to do another one? I want to do a small one, maybe down here as well. Okay. Yeah, we're getting it. It's coming along, friends. I'm happy with it. It's really pretty, actually. Okay, these are a little odd. I almost want to put something above it. It's either that or maybe I move them all up, which I'm kind of tempted to do. Here, I'll show you what I mean. I know how much of it is deco and how much of it is us, you know, redoing our deco, right? But you see what I mean? I almost want to move it up so that they're next to each other, although they're not going to be, they're not identical. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not feeling it, to be honest with you, with that. So let's see what I can do here. Bring you up, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make it more like this one is separated. Let's separate this one and put it over here. That's fine. I have been doing some work later in the day on Sundays out of necessity, so I can do that, you know. Okay, yeah, that's better. That's a little bit better. Now I want to just add in some bits and bobs here and see what we can do. Whew, sorry about that. I know I get anal retentive. Can't help it. So I wouldn't mind using some of these dots because the dots are things that I don't often use enough of. So we have gold dots that are catching my eye. We have the orange, and we do have a darker green. There's some dark green in here, not a lot. I think I'm going to grab some of these gold. Okay, we're going to start with the gold, and then we're going to move along, shall we? So how am I going to use these? Simple. Put one here. Put one here. Put one here. Yeah. Okay. Why don't we take some orange dots and add to that? And next week I won't be doing, I'm going to switch up my videos a little bit. I've been doing these Plan With Me's every Wednesday consistently. No, you know what? I think we're going to do all the gold dots. Let's just make them all gold, right? Why not? I've been pretty consistently every week. I want to switch it up, kind of, I don't know. I need to do it just like I used to do in teaching. I used to switch things up all the time because I needed it. Never mind the students, I needed that. And so, yeah, I kind of feel the same way here, that I need to do something different because, yeah, just, you know, for both of us, shall we say. I like routine. I like consistency. It's not that I don't, but I also feel like too much routine. And that's why when I taught, I was a professor, I used to have modules. I created modules that I could change up in my class because I needed that. And I felt like so many students get tired of hearing the same old, and I was with them on that. Believe me. I'm just looking for whatever little bits and bobs they have in here. What else could I use? Maybe some of these darker butterflies would be good. Yeah, they're, or moss, whatever the heck they are. Some are butterflies, some are moss. I don't know. Yeah, let's put you here. Yeah, these are cute. All right, we're getting there. And then I have to obviously set up my pocket planner, but I'm okay with that. I think that'll actually be good in many ways. And for the holidays, I'm really, again, like I said, I'm really trying to get ahead for a change because I feel like I haven't done that enough recently. Where do I want to put you? You're very nice. I just don't know where to put you. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put you right there. And if you hear little rumblings behind me, that's the box turtle moving about. Apparently the box turtle has a lot to do, and I'm just unaware of that. So I need to understand this turtle better. And so he's always going into his pond or going here, going there. I don't know what the turtle's doing, but he makes a lot of noise. He's a nice little guy, though. He's become my little friend, if you will. Yeah, let's add it so it actually looks like it's part of this. Yeah. And we can put one of these. I can see where this will go over here. No, right here. Okay, what do you think? It's bold, it's bright, I like it. I need to put something on this side though. So I think what we will do is grab one of Mojo's boxes and put it going down here. I want the lightest brown. There's 3 shades of brown in this, and I really like this book. I picked it up it was on sale. I love it. And I think I like all her products. I might have to move. No, I don't think I have to move the butterfly. I think it's okay right there. Good. Good. Perfect. And that covers that little spot that was lifting up. I do want to add in a few more things over here, if you will. First off, let's grab one of these small ones and put it kind of, okay, put it up here. Yeah, that looks good. Maybe a few little stars here and there. I think that would look good, right? Yeah. Just a few stars to make it pretty and to keep up the consistency with the gold and the stars and so forth. And yeah, I like it actually. I do like it. I like it a lot. Okay, good. Again, this is the Mystic Blooms sticker book from Happy Planner. All right, I'm going to get these into the planner and then do some planning, friends. All right, friends, I used a green pen. I have these colored pens, Pentel. They're gel metal tip, medium 0.7. Here we go. This is set and I am good with it, and it's time I got ahead for a change. So the broader picture is think ahead for projects, gratitude, journaling in November, Advent holidays. Advent is coming. I need to get prepared, and Advent and holidays. I put here more vlogs. I'm enjoying sharing some vlogs with you. I find that very, I don't know, it just works. And more writing, of course, and to sew. And I reminded myself to live boldly, catch up, shorts, more vlogs, sewing day, film YouTube, plan projects, new ideas, batch graphics. I haven't done that in a while, where you get a template and you get your graphics ready ahead of time. What a concept, right? Sew and share stories, filming, get ahead, graphics. Faith planners. I'm thinking about revealing what I'm doing for 2026 in my faith planners. Day of rest, church, film, and looking at new sewing projects. Share stories on Medium, new graphics, and templates. Okay. This looks good. In the interim, what I also did was I added some of these in here just to give it a pop of color. So I need to sit down and plan out these videos a little better. I also have my sewing videos to add in here on Thursdays. I'm not used to it. The one thing I like to do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Sundays. I like to write this down. It helps me, oddly enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, okay, the rest are all 4. Okay, so 4 Wednesdays, 4 Thursdays, and 4 Fridays. That's a lot of videos, to say nothing of shorts. So good to keep an eye when there's an extra, as in October was, 5, 5, 5. That's a lot. So, all right, let's move on to the little Paquito, my little friend there. All right, friends, so this is a Filofax Finsbury. I've had it for a while. I'm happy in it. I did already date it for November. Incidentally, November ends these inserts. However, I do have old, okay, these are old from, Pina's Planner Co. They're just the week on one side. I may use these up for December. I think that's a good idea. In fact, I probably have more than I need. It shrinks my space, but I've got them. So I want to use those. And then I did purchase from Creative Tidbits something different for January. These are vertical. I generally like horizontal, but I want to play and try new things. So I'm pushing myself out of my comfort zone a little bit. If I don't like them, I can always go back to what I need. Okay. So in here, what I want to do is get ready for November, but I also want to add in a section back here. Now, I've had a few false starts and stops with habit tracking in here. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to nix the habit trafficking for now. I don't have it in me to do it right now in this space. And I'd rather acknowledge that instead of like, oh, do I, don't I? Do I, don't I? I like these here. I do like that. But what I want to do is, hold on. And I have been doing meal planning, but I've been doing it in a different planner. I've been doing it in my mini. So I think I'm actually going to nix my meal planning for now in here, believe it or not. Because I feel like it's just sitting here, you know, taking up space, if you will. So we're going to move those out. Let's start there. Here, I'm going to leave that there. But I want to add in a new divider. This is from what used to be Simply Create Doodles. Then I found this little vellum that I cut down. And what I want to do is add some lists in here. So I have this. This is a pull-out calendar. This is from Peanuts Planner Co. I think I'm going to actually put it in here and then number that November on the front, December on the back. Then I've got all these. I've got all these lists. I want to add in more lists here. So I think, what have I got? I've got so much. Like, I've got pockets. I've got a lot of stuff here that I need to use. So I think right now I'm going to add in all these to-do lists, right? Now, I think back here, okay, so that's these. This is not a to-do list. Here's another one. Here's more. I mean, I've got a lot of these. I don't want to overload it. So why don't I put in like these, right? I think these work. The get it done. I think that will work nicely, actually. So I want to put those in here and start listing things that I need to do for the holidays. So this is kind of a holiday section. And then back here, I'm going to leave this as it is because I do make notes back there, but this is separate for the holidays. And I think that's how I'm going to do this. So I will have to number this. This will be for November. As I said, that side will be December. And this is just going to be lists, and this is all the holidays. I'm going to leave this as it is. I'm not going to add any more in that, but I do have plenty more. And the thing is, if I run out of to-dos, which doesn't seem likely, but you never know, I do have, some of these graph sheets. So I think I'm pretty, and I even have some line sheets. I've got stuff, shall we say. So I just thought by doing this, then I'm set. You know, sometimes you just have to switch things up. And if it becomes more lists for the holidays for November, you know what? I'm going to be good with that. So that was a start there, excuse me. So for December, I'm going to switch into this. It's a slate gray Finsbury that I have. In fact, I used it last year as a journal. It's set up for Christmas. I'm probably going to keep most of the deco in here. So I'm going to, you know, that'll be December. That'll be that. And then I don't know, I have to reassess next year. Anyway, so let's get in here and add a few bits and bobs and think about planning ahead for a change, because Lord knows I need to get a grip here. And I want to start integrating into every week some work towards the holidays, you know, and so it doesn't feel like awful work. So it feels like fun, if you will. So this is so cute. Oh yes, I love Simply Gilded. I'm sorry. I'm just a Simply Gilded stan. That's it. I can't help it. I am, you know, I love lots of stickers. I love lots of things, but for me, I love her stuff the best. I just do. Oh, he's so cute. So cute. Anyway, so yeah, that's my goal, is to really get, and I'd love to bring you along with me for holiday prep. And I just thought I carry this with me everywhere. So I thought if I added, even if I add a space into my happy planner for the holidays, I thought that if I at least did this in here, I'm carrying it with me. It's going everywhere. It works. I just think that would be a good thing to do, quite frankly. Yeah. This is so pretty. Ugh, I love her stuff so much. Okay. So I want to add some boxes in here, which I always should do the boxes before I do anything else. And I want to add in some dots. I'm going to use this medium color brown that she has in here. There's the light, and here's the dark, and here is the medium. So I think we'll add just a few dots in. I'm trying to make a conscious effort to actually use these. I don't often use them, and then so this year I've tried to do better by using all these little things, bits and bobs. Do you do that? Do you have your stickers and there's just stickers you just never get, you just never use them? And so I'm trying my best to avoid doing that anymore if I can. I don't know. So yeah, we just put some dots in here for emphasis more than anything. Right, this works. So every week I am going to integrate something for the holidays, whether it's making menus, and I want to add in my sewing into that because I would like to, if I don't know that I'm confident enough to make gifts for people yet. I don't think I'm confident enough to make gifts. But what I can do is I can make things for our home. And that's a good way to try things out. I would love eventually, I really would like to make gifts for people. I just don't know that I'm there yet, if that makes sense to you. So I think I'll work on it, but it's going to take me some time. Alrighty, let's see where else we're going. I don't know that I want to use any larger boxes. Some of these, they're just not going to fit in here, you know. Oh, wait. This would though. This is like I don't know what size this is, but it's a good size. So I'll put this over here. Mostly straight, I think. And I think I'm going to grab a few more bits and bobs of deco for in here. Yeah. Let's put this here. Ooh, the light just changed. Whoa, the sun went out. Sorry about that. Oof, I don't know what happened. The sun just must have gone behind a cloud. Sorry, I use natural light in here. And you know what? No, I don't want to use, I thought maybe I'd use dots there, but no. I think that's enough of dots. I think I'll add in another little box. Ooh, that sun. Do the Scooby-Doo voice. Anyway, yeah, we're good. Okay, good. Now it's coming back out, so that's good. Welcome to the American West, friends. The sun is just doing its thing, whatever that may be at any given time. Okay, I'd like to add some of these tiny little icons here. So we have this little one here. I think we'll put there, just to zhuzh it up a wee bit. We have a little planner here. That's really cute. I think we'll add that here. And one more. How about the coffee maker? Yeah, I think that works here. Okay, it's cute, isn't it? Oops, let's make sure did I wrinkle that one? Probably, knowing me, probably, friends. All right, friends, I just straightened a few things out a little bit. What I want to do next is, okay, so starting November, we have to start thinking about, in the States, it'll be Thanksgiving. Then, of course, as I said, Advent, Christmas, Hanukkah, all of it, New Year's, it's all coming in. And so to do that effectively, what I want to do here is create some lists. So I think how we're going to do this is simply, we're going to start here with week 1, November, week 1. And I want to finalize my Thanksgiving menu. And what can I prep ahead? Because you can, like baking, right? I can also freeze stuff, which I do all the time, as long as you wrap things very carefully in parchment paper and put them in a freezer bag wrapped up and, you know, label it, and it's all good. So week 1 is going to be finalizing the Thanksgiving menu. And then I'm going to also start planning gifts. Okay, that's really important. We don't have a big family. We're not buying a lot, but I want to talk, especially, you know, and also what can I make for home? That's a lot in 1 week, right? For the holidays, what can I make? For example, I'm thinking about creating some kind of Christmas or Advent kind of placemats. I thought placemats would be nice. Okay, so week 1, we have that set. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I am filming this ahead since I have to go away and go back home. But what I thought we would do is I'm going to leave it. I have my mini decorated. I'm going to plan in here, but not today. Getting ahead in my goal planner is one thing. I need to sit down because I'm pretty sure I have a few appointments coming up, and I think there might be something this week, so I have to double check that. But I definitely want to integrate this. So that's key. Do me a favor. Join me in this. Let's start in November. I don't care if your holidays aren't big. Mine are not going to be big because after going home, we're just going to be the 3 of us. So what are we going to do? Where are we going to go? What are we going to... So I like to plan things like that, but I want to make it fun for me. Even if this is going to be especially since this will likely be tougher because my mom's gone, I want to really put an extra effort into this holiday because I owe that to her. It's for us, but I owe that to her, friends. So it looks good, doesn't it? It's really cute. Gosh, I just love these. I love playing. I love planning. Okay, so I do have my mini already set up, and I have this set up, and then I will plan with them in shorts with you, but we are set, friends. So this is all set and planned first week in November. This is all set. The mini is all set. Wow, I'm actually getting ahead. I actually have the list. I'm not going to number these days on this for you, but I'm going to check off when I do things from here. So this is going to be, from going forward, it may not, you know, be as long every week, but we'll see. You never know. I really want to make the most I can of the holidays. Okay. And then, like I said, before you know it, we'll be setting this baby up, and that'll be a lot of fun too. And I promise when I get home, I will get to junk journaling. I just kind of thought it by saving that project, it would give me something really and truly to look forward to. All right, friends. Thanks so much for being, oh, wait, hold on. I'm eyeing all this gorgeous washi over here and wondering if I should add even just a little bit. I don't know. Should I? Oh, gosh, no, I shouldn't. But it's so cute. Yeah, I could, couldn't I? Maybe a little here. Yeah, I feel like adding a little. Sorry, it just caught my eye. And I was like, oh, washi. Now that I've resubscribed to Simply Gilded, I'm very much using as much washi as I can because you get like 7 rolls every month in the kit. It's amazing. Sometimes 8. If she doesn't like the way one turned out, she'll, you know, redo it and give you both the one she didn't like. Yeah, I think that's really cute. Sorry. All right, we are done. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that, friends. All right, you have a wonderful day. And again, thanks for being here and for lifting me up. And I hope today that I lifted you up. Let's have these holidays be good, please. Let's do it for each other. Thanks, friends, for sharing and being here. Have a blessed day now. Bye now.